between Shazam and Gossip Girls. I'm Llama. I'm gonna be joined by Pax. And yeah, I mean, we've already had 2 good games. You expecting a third?
I was just like running across the room. Yes, I am. So we'll seeing here. The OD's already gone. I like that. You know, he's kind of the big pick. I believe first pick both games. So we're not dealing with that anymore. This should open up somebody new. Beastmaster, still not going to be loving him. And I believe it was the Enchantress. And then who was the last one that kept days?
Well, one game it was Earth Spirit, and the other game it was I'm only thinking the Enchantress. Someone.
Bounty the second.
Bounty was the second game. Yeah, it was really weird. The Bounty Hunter ban out as if someone was going to jungle or something, and didn't see too much of that.
No, so they're taking their time here for Gossip Girls. Yeah. The Lone Druid.
Either way, we're going to be seeing... I mean, I think both teams have already showed that they're big fans of some relative wombo combo. We'll see if Shazam go for it again. Without the OD being there to pick up, do you think they'll just fall back on the Invoker Doxia? I mean, that's certainly an option.
Yeah, it makes you wonder where the mid lane's going to be lined up here, like depending on if this Invoker banned out here. And then does that open up into more pressure on like the off lane if we're going into the Enchantress picks, or maybe we might even go back to like the Doom faces Void. Alright, so Enchantress is gone, so now the Invoker becomes the major question. And then how are you going to pressure the Invoker? Are you going to be looking for the Earth Spirit? Because he's still now in play. Tough call for Gossip Girls. They want it for themselves. They're going to say no. And again, might be seeing all that pressure from the Earth +1 in the mid on the Invoker. What if that's a Death Prophet? Like, they can even wait a little bit later since the and there's lots of options there.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of effectiveness coming out of Death Prophets who are just making a lot of space for the team, helping to get down some towers early, maybe helping the carry get some more form with that. So Shazam, options are plenty, but Gossip Girls really wanted that Invoker, wanted it out quickly. And we'll see whether this pays for them. It's kind of interesting. I know there was some analysis done after MDL. I don't know if it held true through Shanghai, but teams that could hold their cores until later in the draft had a bit more success. But not something we've been seeing at all in the series.
Yeah, I could see that. Simply because the other thing that adds on to that is most of the best top tier heroes are like the Enchantress and the Earth Spirit. So picking up those nice like super high tier roamers, therefore delaying your cores later on. Not only do you have those like awesome supports that can do anything they want, it also draft you can build around and more so go into countering your opponent. First pick Tidehunter. Pretty interesting. The Lions, so they actually have the Earth Spirit available for themselves on the side of Gossip.
Now, here's the question. Can they play it? You might be saying everybody at high level Dota can probably play this, but we'll see whether they're truly comfortable with it. And if you don't go for it, I mean, you better, sure as hell, because it's going to be banned next phase, you better pick up something even better. Otherwise, you can't leave it unbanned. Shazam might get it. And Spectre?
Interesting. So they're going to throw the Void out the window, I guess, because I think Shazam will ban it just because it's still good with Exort, even if you're running a Spectre, like who doesn't work that well with Chrono. Good stuff just for everyone else who's still available. And I mean, it's a win both times, second phase, I believe, through the first 2 games. So I'm gonna run for it now. Ban out the Ursa, just get rid of any. We bring it down our Spectre, and if they don't ban out the Earth Spirit though, then you gotta wonder, like, is Shazam just gonna run at you? Like, I kind of want to see like a Doom Tidehunter now or something, just running at the Spectre. Nice little dual lane.
And there's up and downs, right? Obviously, the Invoker Spectre have some of that global presence together. I agree with you, though. Picking a Spectre into a Lion and a Tidehunter is just... I mean, it's asking to spend a good portion of this game hexed or stunned, you know? Disabled, we'll say that. Oh. Now, for forcing the Tidehunter out of lane, do you think Gossip Girls, do they want to pick up something else that can really make sure they pressure this Tidehunter? You joked about the Phoenix in an earlier game.
True. Phoenix, the Disruptor as well. Also, okay, you know, not too bad, but honestly, I'm expecting just like super support on the Spectre in the sense that I could really see some aggression coming towards the Spectre. I feel like they just do not, like, you can't let the same thing he's done on Juggernaut in 2 games on a Spectre. That's not going to happen, but Spectre's a lot different. Yeah, she's still capable because she's dagger to fly up over the she can't immediately spin and get full magic immunity from the roll and from the Earth Spirit or from the Snowball and from the Tusk. So I'm expecting like some really defensive supports. And we know they already love the Dazzle, which is solid in one of these situations. And I'd like to see, even if it's going to be the Witch Doctor or the Disruptor.
And just also, folks, a quick update, because I do want to keep you all updated on what's going on. Archon have pulled out of the tournament. Obviously, they had a team. They didn't have a team. It's going to be, obviously, Complexity, I think that means, are in the grand finals. And then lower bracket semifinals still have to be decided with how these matches and others go. So, yeah, just an update. We will not be playing the Archon matches. So there will be less Epicenter, but hey, you know, sometimes roster shuffles happen. It's really not any of the players or organizers' fault. These things happen.
Alright, so Shazam, they have the pick. Could run the Earth Spirit. I'm considering running a Chen here. I don't know how into that they are, but you can apply a lot of pressure very similar to the Enchantress early on into the lane if you want to go for that, or they can just go right for the Earth Spirit, or you can start designing more of an effective tri-lane that's better, like maybe at range. Like, really good at ganking the mid. Oh, they're actually in Rival. Maybe it will be a Chen.
Yeah, I think all of what you're saying points to that Chen. The only other reason I can see is maybe they're concerned about Wyvern's good laning pressure with the Arctic Bone and the Splinter Blast, but I feel like it has to be a Chen or somebody else who's wanting to be making minions. Beast Monster already banned out, so not going to be for those Necros.
Yeah, mostly, I mean, it's also one of the best tri-lane.
Yeah.
So, it's understandable. Gotta be thinking that coming.
5 seconds remaining.
Goodness, sorry, I'm just still reeling from... So the next match, just to fill people in, because I did double check, it means, sorry, it's just, like, weird. I had roster shuffles. Bounty gonna be picked up by Shazam, actually, and maybe that's why it was banned in earlier matches, although I feel like Shazam was the one who banned it previously. It could just be an indication that they highly favor that hero.
I mean, he's a really weird hero when it comes to the ban pick. Like, there's a lot of games first banned for a long time. He's always first banned against Complexity. He's always first banned against... It's not even just individual teams. A lot of the Dota Pit matches, he was first banned. A lot of the Chinese Epicenter matches, he was first banned too, so... It's just one of those heroes that I think is really obnoxious to have to deal with. I game this morning where I believe it was... Well, of course, who else was it? I believe it was FY. I mean, none other than... Killed the courier... quite literally 3 times in a row. Like, he had the stopwatch sitting there, and exactly the 2.5 minute mark, he knew they would immediately bring the item back out, and he was sitting there to kill the courier again. It was absolutely ridiculous. So, I'm expecting some sort of shenanigans to come out here, but it does mean pressure is going to be lessened up. They're going like, I don't know, I don't like this. I feel like Juice is going to get away with a lot now.
I don't know, a Bounty Hunter roaming could apply a lot of pressure. We've seen it before, where, you know, Bounty Hunter comes in, gets some harass on the Spectre. You don't necessarily have to get the kill on her. You can just push her out of lane. Or, as you mentioned, if Shazam pair up another strong hero with this Lion who can go toe-to-toe in this Spectre lane, run some powerful duel that can aggro. And then when the Bounty Hunter comes down, it should ensure kills on the Spectre. It's difficult, though, because she does have that dagger, at the very least, to help her get out of a lot of situations.
It's just like, without a Darkseer or something, put the Iron Shell on, I'm just not that scared of the Bounty as I would be if it was Darkseer Bounty. Like, what's Tide gonna do? Gush into the minus armor fridge and auto slow? I feel like there's just so many supports that, like, they're just gonna be both running up and Gossip Girls. It's like, now what? I mean, they still have Faceless Void and Witch Doctor available to themselves, and they're gonna go right for the Shadow Shaman.
Yeah, and Dazzle also on the board, another support that Gossip Girls have been really comfortable with. I don't think they love the Witch Doctor. Like, Shazam has banned it all 3 of the games, right? And I don't think Gossip Girl may be a Witch Doctor prioritizer, even though I agree with you, the hero incredibly strong. Right. But Shadow Shaman, I like that one. Jug on the other foot now for Shazam. Gossip Girls actually, even with a Spectre, could build themselves for an early push and just have Spectre there off farming and coming in globally. Team fights.
Yeah, I kind of like the Shadow Shaman against the Tidehunter too, because let's say you get the middle of it, you can just get those wards down before you die.
Treant Protector.
Alright, we've just
team ban.
knows what's going on here. We get the Treant Protector, a little bit of an EG strat, trying to set up a little bit of wombo combo here.
You say EG, all I can think is Gold Black. Come on.
True. The last time I pretty successfully was running the sick PvD setups for the wombo combo, the invoke.
5
Digging this
seconds
here.
remaining.
I don't know what their offlaners could be. It could be something. I don't know if the Faceless Void will end up being the hero. It might be someone who needs to rotate a little earlier and help out.
Also, the Treant has some similar potential to the Dazzle. We'll be able to help the Invoker if Bounty Hunter is coming on to him. And additionally, I think can potentially get kills in lane with the Leech Seed. We'll have to see what Treant ends up skilling up. But Puck gonna be the ban out, and then Darkseer, so...
That's super solid. That would have been like the perfect hero to bring in with that nice early mechanism. Actually make those rotations. Like, I could see Faceless Void being picked here, but I could also see him going up to these early on, and until Spectre has that extra damage and invoke all those levels, be that afraid of it. And we are getting the PL mid against the Invoker. Oh, we're in for it. Classic. This is in every region right now. SEA, China. You see fanned out. You know you're going for it, and you can wreck them with those lances. There is nothing Invoker can do.
Yeah, it's not great.
Oh man, this is so... supports to control the runes, so it's going to be like free bottle charges. Because the Invoker's not going to go for them because they're busy. Maybe the Train can come down and at least hold that bottom.
He's going to have to, right? He has to take... They have to send their supports for the runes, or as you said, this PL will just dominate this lane. Tree armor, living armor won't do enough to save this Invoker from the awfulness that is constant lances to the face. Oof. And that's how they're dealing with a PL, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Offlane Legion Commander.
A little bit of a Kazu / Yonason fan coming out here. Oh, Bone7, I should know.
Yeah.
A little bit of love, but it's kind of coming up, you know. A bit of a popular hero. One, a couple people even getting a little bit greedy with that Irontown Legion. It's popping up a little bit, and the offlane, of course.
The nice thing for Gossip Girls is, as you mentioned, you can call it greedy, the Irontown Legion. It's a little bit more difficult with the Bounty Hunter, but it's really hard to punish offlaners right now because she can just fall back onto that jungle. She can fall back either onto the hard camp, right, if the lane's not going well, or entirely back to the jungle, which will mean if Balcon's focusing time dealing... Oh yeah. You're all crashing too. That's right. And she'll see that it's hard to punish the Legion Commander, I think, especially since the Bounty Hunter wants to be dealing with the Spectre. So the greed might actually work out for them here, but I do worry, you know, if the Bounty Hunter's not harassing her in top lane, if this Jug is having nothing to deal with there, the Lion can then roam and make the lane even more hell for the Invoker. Also, I hope... I'm not even going to try it. Also, I hope you know that their crashing means that we'll probably crash, so be prepared. Get your play-by-play ready. Thank you. Excellent. Sometimes the kids at school call me... Oh, I don't... I mean, it's the old hero name, but I don't know what it's like, if it's a better meme. I'm not very hip, to be honest.
Well, that'll happen.
Yeah. Anyway, you're back.
I am.
Players
I've recovered.
Are maybe coming back, maybe not.
Anything interesting out so far?
No, nothing.
Crazy. Got our mid PL. That's gonna be as expected here. What about our Treant?
Split wards? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong entirely. Okay, yeah, we do have split sentries, so Bounty Hunter is only going to have one D-Wood down there, and Invoker probably going to be like, guys, give me sentries, give me tangos. Yep.
Oh man, I'm just not digging. I don't know, maybe this Legion can turn it around. Maybe it'll be that early rotation with like levels into overwhelming odds, and they'll dive too deep on Shazam trying to kill the Spectre. You hit 4 heroes, she runs in, she gets a duel because she's level 6. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that honestly can snowball you right into a win. Like, frankly, Spectre lives through the fight, has his urn and phase boots, and then every single time you just press R to set up a duel, guarantee the kill tempo every time. Maybe the Sunstrike's coming up from WD.
I agree. I think that something else to mention is, obviously, Dota's... You can argue all about taking advantage of your enemies' mistakes, but of course, Spectre is one of those heroes who really punishes you, right? Oh, I realized why my Dota sounds are probably so low. My configs for them are probably broken. That's really sad. I've been wondering, like, I think the game sounds quieter and quieter. Yeah, oh, okay. Well, we'll fix that another time. But obviously the Spectre, if she lives, as you said, through a team fight, or maybe just there's a team fight where everybody's backing out low and Shazam feeling successful, she presses R and clips you all. So there's room. Now Juice is really dedicated to this Mango Gaming, if you look down here. Puts his last hit damage pretty dang low.
She's talking about dedication here. It looks like a Chris Sniper Dad. He's really dedicated to the Tree and Protector. He's very sad about his current state. By his effigy. Me, I'm on all fours, begging for buffs from the edge. Sad.
That's exactly what he's begging for there. Buffs. All he wants is buffs, guys. Nothing else. Bloody 9, beginning with boots, which is also why this poor Treant is so weak and unwieldy, but we already have Frempo running right into a booty hunter, and it's looking like, will this be our first blood? Frempo, he's stuck! He's stuck! He's trying to cut his way free! He manages to get the move speed bonus, but he needs to keep running away! There it is, the living armor coming out, Frempo just trying to run, Savage chasing after him. It looks like this time Frempo will escape. But that's just like a prelude of things to come, right? This is how this whole game's gonna go for this Legion, potentially.
Yeah, that was pretty terrifying. So, I believe that sentry does block, right? Oh, wait, I can...
You can check! I don't think I have it on.
Amazing.
It's meant to be press Alt, right? After you change it?
Yeah, you have to turn it on twice. I had to turn it on when I was spectating and when I was playing. So, you might...
Yeah, I probably have to write it into my configs. Joy to the world. I should stop being so bitter about that. Configs aren't that bad to write. You just actually pull all the stuff.
Yeah, it's really not. You only have to do it once, and then you never have to do it again.
Exactly. It's like way better, so I really shouldn't complain, but some of us are lazy. Here we go. Sentry wars are beginning. Savage doesn't actually have his sentries on him, because as you said, he dropped one up there. This is, like, I think, kind of the best situation possible that could have happened for girls in this mid lane.
Yeah, it might just be the fact that, honestly, he's not even going to be there that often. Like, does Invoker really beat him? He already has such a big advantage that it has to be more Spectre and kind of damage they can put onto Juice.
Yeah, Juice does not have a skill point in anything, but he's about to get stabbed in the bum by Savage. Just casual. Actually, Savage also beginning with boots, and Brax still just doing the backstroke.
Mind game.
Obviously, Dota has a mind game component, which you could argue organizers try to get out of the game somewhat with no all chat, you know, famously from StarCraft, I think, where that rule came. But do you think, like, stuff like taunts can actually be irritating enough?
I mean, do you get irritated if someone, like, taunts at you in the game? I do. So yeah.
Yeah.
We've had...
Oh yeah, item dropping would full tilt, so I guess, you know, you do what you gotta do, because we don't talk about it much in Dota, but obviously in a lot of other games, the mind games are really important.
Oh, the mind games, they're kind of beginning. The last angle you really expect a bounty hunter to come, it might not be that effective.
Oh, he'll see it. WWD gonna end up backing on out. He had to anyway, because look at how much damage that lance did, and immediately the living armor coming up, but, ugh, it's not great.
Yeah, that really is the one saving grace here, and of course once the bottle comes up, that's when this whole lane changes shape just a wee bit there. Good Sprax, he's having a good time. Oh, look at that anchor on top of the Juice. He's only had to use one tangle.
I mean, he is pretty low. He'll probably have to use another one. There's also living armor that might be helping him out. I think more interesting to touch on is Frempo forced back to the camp. Gonna realize that it's blocked out here now.
And so DD.
Oh, yeah. Oh, just having a good time with Brax there. But Frempo forced off to their jungle. This ward also going to spot that rotation. So now Bounty Hunter knows he's got new prey around.
Yeah, that's true. That's something that we hadn't really considered, but just the fact that obviously blocking that off. Frempo and SVG, what a great game. Like, not only does he have... Oh, the creep!
Oh, no.
Disaster!
Okay, so that ward will get him the courier. It may even get him the secondary kill. He should not be able to get this through the living armor, but SVG already gotten way more than you would have expected, although WWD now charged in on the lance has been thrown, and he takes heavy harassment. Yeah, SVG just,
Oh, look at...
What?
The angle SVG's coming on now. Do they have Lance?
Oh no, there goes the lance. The Invoker in a lot of trouble. Gonna drop that ice wall. Gonna try to just walk it off, and I don't think MSS has enough mana for another lance. WWD saved by mana management. And we will be seeing... I was kind of wondering, is it just constant living armors coming out onto WWD? Yes, it is. That's all they can do here.
It's just like... he just has no fear. Like, there's no supports that are going to be coming in. They're way too busy with the bottom of the train trying to get stuff here.
Oh, and on top lane, Frempo trying to become our first blood. One more auto attack will bring him down. TC getting that. And that's all, as you mentioned, being forced into the jungle, realizing it's not safe with the bounty. Has to go back up to lane and losing it all.
That is a rough start here for your Legion Commander. And that's kind of one of those nice little things of the old bounty hunter, you know. It kind of shores up a lot of your draft, kind of like the Vengeful Spirit and the Oracle up against the Fate Void. It's just the fact that you do have a bounty hunter, and maybe they're not going to pick a jungler, but if they pick anyone that has to rely on the jungle whatsoever, not only can you be sleuthing around stealing with EXP, but those kind of courier snipes do happen quite a bit, even the big ones.
In a little bit of trouble here, but it doesn't look like they'll be able to follow him. And yeah, as you talked about, the courier snipes, you think it's not going to happen to you, because Bounty Hunter has been, you know, it's not like that era where he was picked every game and everybody was protecting their careers, but you don't have a support bury you something and suddenly you're dead in the water. Mojo going in deep onto this again, does not quite have the mana. He could easily bottle up, but the living armor comes out, and again on bottom, Spectre just taking so much damage. They do not have anything to keep her in lane. It's a rough one.
Yeah, I don't know, like, maybe the Legion Commander, so they were kind of thinking that they're gonna have to have that living armor, and that's staying in a tougher lane that's gonna be up there, but they are just, I don't even know. What are they gonna do with the Brax? They have classic heroes that we were mentioning in terms of down. See if they can kill him here.
Okay, yeah, they're gonna give it a go. The Sunstrike coming out will help them get the kill. I think, unfortunately, a lot of the kills need to be set up by either the shackles that you just saw or the duel once it comes out. But right now, life not so easy for Frempo. He's forced over to jungling, not the most efficient use of time, and the sentry gone in mid lane. WWD very low on mana because of that gank. There goes the Lance coming out. Savage not gonna lead with another slow. Mojo has more than enough mana to throw out another stun or a Lance, and oh, they dropped the ice wall. There goes the living armor. WWD, one more auto attack will bring him down. SVG getting hit up by this baby. Oh no, he turns invisible. And poor little baby Forge Spirit not gonna find anything.
Top tower is under attack.
Alright, well, I mean, they returned Brax, Sunstrike, I'm pretty sure was needed as well. Like, I think Brax might have been able to way out of there, but that pressure in the mid lane, it's just, like, this is why the PL is picked every single time. Everyone's just free at top. Never gonna be taken. Throw out Lance as much as he wants. The result top is that the fact that that tower actually does go down because Frempo forced away from the lane.
Oh, never mind. Not nearly enough damage. I ordered for nothing. Yeah, yeah. That I was excited. I also wanted to point out, obviously, the Juggernaut doing fantastically. The PL as well above the Spectre. All right, you've got a Tide who's above your mid Invoker. Your lanes, they do not have the early start, and sure they have a late game Spectre, but she needs to get something somewhere.
Yeah, the other thing is that PL will obviously be terrifying. More than likely gonna be heading into those travel. We got here more hockey issues.
Yeah, I mean, well, oh, anime. I don't like. I feel like I'm missing something sometimes with the stuff they talk about.
It's never no.
I don't know. I'm just not hip and young, not anime enough.
TC's doing the old coming down with the Omni Slash.
Oh, he's certainly gonna get it done. I don't think there's a great way out for Juice here. They are trying to open.
Ravage, he's not smoked. I don't see this working.
Yeah, he'd also just have to like phase boot in, and then Juice is just gonna kind of give it the old walk away. They do have Shuriken, but no, Juice is like, I'm taking this creep, and I'm farming this creep, and that's all that's happening in this lane. So Juice gonna get that. A pull coming out as well. They're gonna go from behind the tower maybe. TC is there, and they will just go for the easy kill onto the Shadow Shaman. Not much he can do here. Maybe turn around and Hex, but oh, Omni Slash does come out, and all things considered, kind of the best target to go down there. Third goals.
Alright, well that was something. It's like the weirdest gank ever. Despite being pinged out there.
Oh, Juice in a little bit of trouble here. Gonna use that Haunt, gonna try to get on out to safety. Came up top, and there will be no Ravage dropped in that bottom lane, but unfortunately the first ult for the Spectre, completely useless.
Yeah, and now she's just sacked her tower. Brax is at the same net worth as her, and on top of that, you have a PL and a Juggernaut. So, we've already seen how hard it is. how they're actually eventually going to be able to get it done.
Oh, and in the mid lane, yeah, we have troubles. The Sunstrike not quite gonna hit. Another lance coming out. There's gonna be Doppelganger over to the sidelines, and WWE is trying but unable to get away. They've got the real MSS here. Can they bring him down in time? Doesn't have Doppelganger for 18. A lance throwing him in the tower, helping them out as Frempo comes by to say, "Hey, I need assist gold."
Damn, bloody 9. Banging up the right. But the Doppelganger.
He's good at the cut
did
game,
he have
but
his bottle? He has bottle on him.
additionally, on the bottom lane, TC just continuing to push this tower. I most consider the most important tower for map control, and it's already down sub 10 minutes in favor of Shazam. Oh no, and another courier. Oh gosh, Savage is just gonna murder this poor flying Bloodseeker. And then they're gonna murder this poor Spectre. She gets fingered, shurikened, and blown up.
So 9 minutes you die, and not the idea. Now 700 gold behind dear old Brax. Yeah, I do actually miss Brax XXXXXXXX. That was always pretty comical. Filled up like the entire screen. Damn you, Val.
You
Beautiful.
You have horrible definitions of fun. We're just gonna put that up bluntly. Now we're seeing in the mid lane, the PL going on to Bloody Knight. He's got the living armor, and Boca is dead, but what, he's gonna Sunstrike Illusion. That's not the right spell, but they put the hold onto MSS, poking away at him again. Where is their damage for this? And Bloody Knight trying
he's gonna go
to do something, but there's not much. Lance coming out onto Bloody Knight. This Illusion may just beat the crap out of him. And around the back lines, guess who's here with a shuriken, ready to blow you up? Frempo in a lot of trouble here. Ravage comes out. She's being healed up, but it's not quite enough. The Spectre comes on in, but she has to be careful as well. She does have a horn at the ready, but again, she has to be able to see targets to kill them off. Sunstrike going to be completely off the mark. Everybody getting tracked up, and their mother. And SVG coming back in. Savage gonna make this happen. Brax still running forward. Juice in a lot of trouble. MSS does not have another bomb. They will kill off the... Oh no, they get hit with the shuriken.
Alright, Worth. That was sick.
But yeah, as you said, very much, I mean, technically the gold swing in favor of goals, but those were track kills. That was a lot of good business going the way of Shazam.
Yeah, the very... Brax really seeing how rich he is and major impact. WWE, look at his HP! It's gone in like a second.
Yeah, he also has enough gold to buy up the Midas, but hasn't committed. So... it's going to be very late, if at all, what he's deciding to go to. Maybe a Maelstrom, just saying, hey, we need something to get rid of these illusions now.
And I'm just like looking down here like, oh look, TC, I forgot they, they have a Juggernaut. He kind of came down, threw an Omni Slash, and was like, that's good for now. I'm gonna go back to hitting more of those creeps. I'm just 1500 casually above my mid laner. Goes for the Yasha, because apparently going to be fighting way before that Battle Fury is going to be want to close out these towers, honestly. He's going to be here for this. He doesn't want to be in the Junk Farm way with Battle Fury.
And they're not wrong. They can finish this game before they even get online. Lance going out onto Bloody Knight again. The Bounty Hunter's there as well, and immediately blowing him up. Point comes on out. They're trying to give it a job onto SVG. There will be the duel. At least they'll get one of those. But WWD in a lot of trouble, and on the back lines, PL Mojo making replicas of himself. We're gonna see Sniper Dad in for a world of pain, and now Brax still pushing forwards. All of that done without the Ravage.
Oh man, there's like no Omni Slash even thrown up. He's just holding on to it. Couldn't quite get his way onto WD there. Still don't have any Wex either, so they actually get their hands on him. He's gonna be very dead. No Ghost Walk saving you here. Brax the Rabbit back in 30 seconds. They can look to cleaning out probably the bot tier 2, I would reckon, and then moving in towards the Roshan. Like travel up on the MSS. Hard game. Juice being stocked up here. I'm not sure if. Oh yeah, MSS is coming.
Yeah, and there's going to be no escape for this Spectre. So you can get into the trees. Yeah, he is very much dead. Pinga, they're not even going to let the PL get in time.
I mean, Fun has 27 gold, so it's just like, guys, I need my blink here.
Obviously for goals, this is a completely different game from the first two. They are almost 10,000 gold behind at 12.5 minutes. 4,000 experience. Do you fault all of this to the draft?
I mean, it wasn't helpful. It was just a harder draft. It's way... Obviously, they weren't prepared for it. They don't have an answer with their 2 support. Treant with the illusions, not helping at all.
Oh gosh, the blink already being up on Brax will spell the death for Bloody Nine. AD to boot on Brax, and they dropped wards there as well.
I think he's gonna run forward.
Okay, yeah, he's just gonna go for the TP away. Should end up working out. We have another pause. Probably hotkey. So it feels like they went the Quas Exalt build on this Invoker because they were maybe hoping for Sunstrikes into duels, I'm assuming was the thought process there, and the global presence with the Spectre. Once you saw it was the PL, would it make some sense to switch things up? Obviously Tornado, EMP, at least some way of dealing with these illusions?
Honestly, I've seen both try it and get crushed by the PL. I don't even know which one would be considered better. It's so brutal. I don't know what you can even do. Like, the one benefit is that you can go for some Ghost Walk, but then he'll just pick up dust anyway and run you down, so it's tough. Like, you try and pull out these maneuvers, but with the new nerf delay on the Doppelganger, he can still generally get off the escape.
It's a rough life coming out here for girls. Now, on the upside, they have some high ground defense. You know, you can always drop wards up there. You've got a dead Invoker in the bottom lane. We're going to see the jump coming out from Brax. He drops the Sunstrike as well. There's going to be a stun, and actually the Omni Slash finishing him off, and his creeps to boot, while Brax just swims away looking pretty.
I mean, this is terrifying. Your Invoker's dead. The Ravage just can't contest this tower. It's just going to go. You have no way to apply pressure anywhere on the map. Your offlane Legion Commander is just getting in towards a blink. And once that's up, maybe throw it a Sunstrike, throw it a Haunt, you get a duel on potentially MSS. Honestly, it would probably be the best target, considering I'd probably be the only one who's alone, so... Even then... Like, what is that even gonna do? I just don't know. It is a hard game all around here. Once Roshan is... Kind of feels like it'll be the big old seal, you know, the wax stamp on this one.
Oh, we have a Haunt coming in. They're gonna actually get a pick-off on the Bounty Hunter, so that's something. And maybe can they find themselves some more? They don't have a blink yet, although Frempo has more than enough gold for this. A little bit surprised. Oh, they need to back on out. They are not getting this tower, and TC is just like, here is some food for me to eat.
I'm gonna be munching those up, but that's good. You know, first duel win, solid stuff. Frempo can start that snowball rolling. It's really little right now, but, you know, get it down the hill. Start turning into, like, the head of the snowman. A little bit little, but on its way there.
Net worth behind. 4 goals, 5,000 experience. Of course, some of this is track. Bounty Hunter managed to get that up super early, but also a lot of this just the fact that it's 6 to 12. There's nowhere 4 goals to bomb. The map vision all out in force by Shazam. I mean, I'm surprised the Invoker is out that far in bottom lane, not being punished. There's gonna be a Blink Jewel coming out, Sunstrike as well. Should be able to get this kill, and suddenly Frempo sitting pretty at 30 damage, but still only level 9. These duel wins, he's gonna need a hell of a lot of them if he doesn't get some levels.
Yeah, Shazam, like, pretty big comeback. Game number 1. It wasn't this big. This is like, I rarely ask. This is like heading to the bank alone. Not sure who they're going to be calling upon. Maybe some serious tree.
This will do.
Hot fix here.
Okay, crash the game enough that we can't reload it, and then you're good. You get a fresh start. You don't... Would you, if that happened, do you have to play the same heroes? Because we don't have the reload function anymore, right?
No, they would just do a fresh new draft, I'm sure.
Well, we'll see. We're gonna find ourselves some more little... Oh, actually, no. They should go for the duel here. They need to keep him alive. Blink forward. There's the duel. They should have the damage going out here, although Mojo coming in, so everybody needs to get out of the pool. They're trying to run away. One TP will be going out. Frempo just gonna try to walk it off as well. And oh, goodness gracious. TP is a thing of beauty when the lion isn't around. Although, there is Brax on the sideline. Sniper Dad. Is he gonna hide here? Oh, he's just gonna pretend he's a tree. Excellent play.
Alright, well, they still haven't managed to head on over to that Roshan. I guess they're just kind of waiting, like, why create any sense of a fight? Well, then again, they have Ravage. I'm kind of wondering if they the Diffusal Blade before they get into the Roshan, just in case it happens.
The 2 kills just then on the Lion, because both, oh, I guess, no, there was one on the Bounty, then one on the Lion. That was like almost 1,000 gold each and got Frempo, the level 11. Like, that's how deep in the hole we are. And this Legion Commander who's meant to be helping out against this PL. At some point, this illusion is going to be too big.
So I think here we're at that point.
I think we're at the point where we started thinking about high ground minutes in, actually. But either way, we have a smoke coming out from them. The wards are going to be dropped on the tower. Again, they managed to pick up the Lion. A good kill, but on the back line, there is danger coming all towards them. Oh no, this Spectre, she cannot be here. She does have Haunt at the ready, but she's not going to be able to use it to get on out. The living armor keeping her alive a little bit. She's going to walk up, but Doppelganger catches her out. The amount of time it took her to die does secure the escape for her teammates and the tower to the Invoker.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty unlucky. Would have had to into SVG and like dagger down the cliff, and even then that would have been a pretty lucky escape. So
Motley, I think, saving that Haunt CD for when she respawns. Maybe they'll find something. As you talked about, she just needs to get involved in a couple of these duels or something. Brax actually coming on in. Krempo gonna dodge it off. Purges away that track. We'll have blink up in 4 seconds. This should be fine.
Do they? They don't have a mech. Oh no, they do because of the bound. Right. Right, this Blink Force Staff is super hyper aggro from Brax. I'm surprised he didn't go for the negative game lately with Bounty Hunter and then Snowball, but I think that's more experimentation. Blink Force Staff is just really solid. This every single Ravage is going to be important. Getting people up and away from the Treant is always good too. Force Staff, so yeah, they're just looking so.
It is an elimination match, you know. You don't want to. It is a time and a place to try new things, and when you could give your opponents like 3k gold, probably 5k gold actually at this point if they win a team fight. Ah, no, it's only about 3k gold. You don't want to be doing that, so we'll see. Lion, of course, has the blink up that we've talked about. Full mech on the Bounty Hunter. Diffusal at the ready. And Roche gonna be the next task for Shazam.
Yeah, TZ actually just buying into the battlefield right now too, so I wasn't sure if he'd actually opt for that. Once the Diffusal, like, can they even contest? I would say no, not risk it, especially if I saw that Diffusal blade. And look at them, they're in no rush for sick, guys.
Oh goodness, they could easily get a pick off here on Bloody Nine, but Mojo instead just saying wards are tasty, 2 hits apiece. There's gonna be a stun coming out from the Lion. Bloody Nine tracked up in a lot of trouble here, and his entire team has abandoned him, rightfully so. TP will be stopped. Bloody Nine just gonna cry as he loses all of his mono. The Roche still going down, but they can't contest it. Again, Ravage still standing. There's nothing they could do here on goals. And as you said, we're discussing how do you high ground defend this.
WWD steals an egg someone on the dam. Therefore has a... Other than that, it'll be... I guess like an immediate duel. Anyway, disable everyone if they can somehow get the major duel off during... Yeah, they're good. They're Gucci.
The shortest tornado known to man?
That's what'll do it.
I mean... What, it's like... I don't know how to turn Dodo units. I don't know, but it's like really short right now. It's like to here, but if, as you said, with the Triad ulti, maybe you like saddest EMP, shortest tornado right on their faces, and they think it's so pathetic they give up.
Yeah, I mean you're looking at like just longer than like range attack.
Yeah, it's not great. I don't know, as you said, high ground defense is going to be hard for them. I think the best thing girls can do is try to apply pressure elsewhere. If they can wait out this Aegis, right, and not have to defend high ground into the Aegis, might be their best shot. But where can they really apply pressure?
Oh, top lane.
Oh, and as you say that, they're going to get themselves a duel. Can they get an Nemesis? They need to actually hit him again. They're unable to, and he's just going to doppelganger away. No, they get the real one. Unfortunately, no extra duel damage there for the Legion Commander, but oh no, they are not going for the bailout. They're going to get another one. So Juice, as we talked about, suddenly halfway to his own Diffusal or Manta, whatever he's into. And that's a good way to buy time, right? They're not going to siege for 41 seconds on the lineup of Shazam.
Yeah, and you get the Haunt coming in, so you get a little bit knocked up there on Juice. He's going in towards Yasha. Looks like a little bit of tank, a little bit of farm capabilities. Unlikely he'll get up in towards like the Diffuse before the major fight comes, or of course the Radiance being one of the bigger items.
Oh, but we're going in onto Brax, but no, he gets away before we can get the tackle off. They're gonna drop the ult for Brax, but of course he does have the Ravage. 16 seconds on that PL, he can come on back in, but they do not have the damage, and Bloody Nine just standing there. Brax gonna turn around, maybe throwing out the Ravage in a second here. There he goes, dropping it on Bloody Nine. That's gonna be a track kill. Krempo now as well. Running away. He is tracked up. One will TP away, but they knew this kill wasn't good for it. Shuriken. Krempo will fall.
Time to have an arc. 3 seconds. 0.8 second shurikens, guaranteeing that no one's getting out of that one. They turn this one right around after a small victory. Rather Pyrrhic there for the Gossip Girls, so that's just down here shredding this, and the whole time, like, TC also living through that, because he bought the Battle Fury, he's getting a ton out of the map while they're still pressuring in, not opting for, like, directly Manta Style, or the BKB, or the Blink Dagger. It just means they really start heading to that high ground.
Gem has just been purchased up and immediately gets a ward put down. Also, suddenly, one of the few advantages they had on goals gone, that invisibility. Tier 2 being pressured, going down. At least Haunt is up in 10 seconds, but again, how they set up this fight... You're gonna need a miracle out of goals.
Yeah, pretty much. Excited to see, you know, maybe a little high ground, but the Ravage, they just feel like they're very far ahead. They don't have any sort of a direct pick off right now, so there's no real rush here.
And they could just slow siege it. Also, Jug, you know, an excellent hero for just kind of poking away at it with the Aegis. He'll hit quite fast. He's got his team to back him up, but they actually have backed up on Shazam. A move like this may end up meaning that they can't do it this Roshan. Rosh does only have a minute and a half left.
Yeah, it'd be a pretty tight window here, but it looks like pressure to the front here.
Okay, we're gonna go for a duel onto Brax. There's a Hex coming out. There's Tornado drop, Meatball drop. Brax taking a lot of damage. They do manage to bring him down and get the winner, but the Omni Slice flying around. DC spins away. Actually spins back in, but okay, he's gonna maybe kill a poor Sniper Dad, the father of snipers. Actually, he is ward trapped up. They do a good amount of damage, but now Ovo sucking people off. And on the sidelines, we're seeing Frempo in a lot of trouble. He gets the TP away. Is really nobody gonna fall on goals? Well played to them.
Alright, living. That was rather close. It's okay, they got it. We're all tracked. We're all back in the...
You joke, but Duel, of course, it scales infinitely.
Yeah, I mean, that's one at a time. Get a BKB up, already building into it. Got that Blade Mail. Good again.
Tidehunter is very close to the Aghanim Scepter, does end up going what you talked about.
Did he? If he did? Oh,
yeah,
right.
He's got 3.3 pots of the Ags at the ready. He's gonna TP back.
Why? I don't know.
Oh, okay. We're getting ready for it, though. We can hear... What is... Okay, never mind. Legion's just having fun with top lane. Here it comes! This is the Ravage. This is the push. Invoker, at this point, still not the most overwhelming when it comes to the spell department. He has a blink to set things up, and that's about it. Probably should actually be looking at buybacks. The Aegis will just... Holy Hannah, that is good for Radiant. For contact... Okay, we have a duel coming out. No time for contact. It's going to be a meatball and a sunspray drop. TC will go down. We're going to Frempo, but he should shortly fall here. Still a big pick off for them. They have gotten rid of one of the big damage dealers. Brax maybe not feeling like it's time to do anything much else here with no Ravage. And again, goals just buying themselves moment after moment in this game.
Alright! That was so close to him going down, though. Like, Frempo almost really make it happen. Does die for it, but instantly slowing them down.
Okay, in the mid lane, though, WWD will fall. Living armor, not enough to save you. And even without TC, they might find on Shazam that with no Invoker, they feel empowered to push or at least force out buyback if it's there. Which it is, but of course, Shazam don't know. That's what I meant. Words. Also, the track kills. Can we just discuss how they got 1,500 gold for a kill on Shazam when they're already 12,000 net worth ahead? Like,
yeah.
It's just brutal.
I want to see TC just sell his phase boots and buy bots and like win game, but he's actually going to TP bot instead.
What would you have preferred over the... Did he just... Okay, that's just casual ring of protection. Over the Ags on Brax, do you think
I just feel like Shiva's is so... Just seems perfect this game.
Yeah?
Like a pretty solid item. But it has high ground. You get like this little... It's weird, right? Kind of like a ground targeted wave, you can be pushing it up, you're reducing the armor of everybody. And then my problem with it is that you run out of mana so fast. It's like got this low cooldown, but Predator already tends to suffer from these mana issues. That bad because he doesn't have a mechanism at the very least, so maybe that makes it worse. But I like Ags after items, not so much after like just a 4F.
Another interesting thing to point out, obviously the Roche, it's a near max Roshan respawn timer that we saw come up there. It maybe buys girls some more time, but they have to not die in the next 5 minutes as well. If one gets picked off, Shazam might feel empowered to push that high ground, or might even do it under the cover of a Ravage. So I'm wondering, how long does this Spectre need before she's actually important to this game? And that smoke, I am unsure. I believe it was out of sight.
See, where's the nearest detection? Where's the... Alright, Treant has it. So, Legion's gonna pop.
Oh, okay,
There.
we couldn't get the jewel off in time. Popping the blade mail, not casting the jewel, or the blink quick fingers
The
coming out of
reuse.
Lion, but oh no, here comes the Mojo. He is going in onto Bloody Nine. They know exactly which one it is, but it doesn't matter. TC just gonna poke down away at that Bloody Nine, and as we talked about, one gone, and suddenly Shazam like, we still have Ravage, let's go.
Alright, I want to see this gush, man. Start throwing these bad boys. Pretty disgusting. Aetherlight stacked up on that.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one. Yep, that's a wave and a half.
It does look hilarious.
He's all Ravage. Did he just... Okay. Well, Frempo just trying to help out that range creep as best he can. Doppelganger gonna start hitting away at the tower. Mojo not staying around to get hit at all. And again, Shazam just playing carefully. They're gonna back on up, maybe trying to set something up onto Juice.
Dire's middle tower is under
Oversting her welcome. Cannot see the PL there, but is gonna back up. So, Mopax, how long until the Spectre can become a factor? Because despite losing heroes, despite losing the Aegis, they have been doing a multiple job on goals of buying time for her. And she needs to do something. Monta is up, she no longer has buyback. What do you go next to capitalize on the fact that you're in a game where you desperately need items?
Yeah, it's gotta be the diffuse. It's like to kind of go for a radiance and have it be of any real value, so played instead. They've been doing a job. Like, they're getting the duels, they're getting the haunts, making sure that they're there for the AoE, or possibly even snagging up the kill, so that going for them. But the amount of gold that it's gonna get this diffusal laid up is like Roshan fight winning territory. They're basically gonna be needing, and it's so hard to do that just because like getting that advantage is difficult up against a bounty hunter. Every single time you trade versus Shazam, assuming SVG is not the first one picked off, you know that they're also just building up these bigger and bigger items. So by the time you actually get maybe this blade, on the other side there's a line with a beat, you know.
Yeah, that's never fun to run into. Another problem, of course, being that Invoker only level 15 in a game where the PL and the Juggernaut level 17 doesn't have the wave clear. Everybody's gonna be checking out the Roche. Sunstrikes keep being thrown in there, neither team knowing that it is the max respawn timer coming out here. So at least a little bit of pressure off of goals, although again, if they do go down anyway, they're in trouble. They're gonna try to get themselves a tier 2. Only the third tower they'll be able to take this game. It is a rough one. I'm legitimately surprised they're still in it. 15,000 net worth behind 10,000 gold. The fact that they have not had their high ground taken, I think, is an impressive testament to how they're playing.
Yeah, it's true. And similarly, like Sham, you can argue, but at least they are building a lead. It's not one of these situations where they're dipping and dropping and dropping, like kind of over and over those little humps. And
Dire's top tower.
girls get themselves a win. First one in a while. Actually, that'll be their second tower. Knock down that other one too. Okay, there we go. 2 towers down.
It's something. It's certainly helping out, but of course you can see from the current gold and the net worth that they are still way ahead on Shazam. Juice also, I don't know if you go all in and just make sure that you get your haunt off in the next fight, or you save for buyback here.
Well, it looks like they might be thinking Roshan.
Thinking about it, he's already a quarter of the way done.
Yeah.
And they're actually gonna bail on out, I think, deciding Roche is the obvious play. There is a smoke coming out from goals. Will they find anyone? Remco actually, oh no, the Ravage jumps in. It's already done in duels, but everybody's already dead there. We're gonna see a big old finger. Frempo not gonna be able to get the win here, and oh goodness, it is a disaster. Sniper Dad tracked up, trying to run away, but he will fall. And that, the worst possible engagement.
Those were 2 pretty fast falling heroes there.
There's nothing they can do.
Gosh.
The gush and the finger and the ravage. That's blowing people up 101.
Alright, well, Spectre getting this push up top lane.
I mean, at the very least, they will most likely have everybody respawn before. Okay, never mind. We have Bounty Hunter to the rescue. There is nothing. She has to go for the Haunt play, but it's not looking good for Juice. She has no more mana. She will go down. There is no way here for her to hide and stun up. Few more auto attacks. I was just gonna say, at least for goals, by the time the push comes, everybody on their team should be alive, but not looking like that's so true anymore.
Jeez, they're managing to drag this one out just as far as possible, though, aren't they? Time was it? It was 10k lead at about 11 minutes.
Yeah.
So
it wasn't quite the 1k per minute stat, but it was pretty dang close.
Yeah, well, there's a reason, as far as I know, I don't think many teams have managed to bring that one back at the 1k mark. So, yeah, we slowly wait. Soon will be the finish here for Shazam.
You never know, maybe a rabbit out of the hat for gold. Again, high ground defense a little bit different than taking that fight in their jungle. Generally, when you do the high ground defense, you have a bit more vision of the jump coming towards you. You can play more spread in your base. I should stop drawing on the map because, as we know, that occasionally crashes the game. But there's a BKB out on the Juggernaut. Still has 9 seconds in it. Brax is just wrecking faces here, doing some more backstroking. And they're coming on in. Ravage will be up in 22 seconds, so they can slow siege this one again for Shazam.
Yeah, maybe WD, he whips up that Agnum Scepter. Maybe, you know, fat fingers the BKB or something, fight, and going in without one. Loses the Aegis. Things can happen. Players mess up their BKB.
I think you have to buy out here, unfortunately, if you are the Invoker, right?
Oh,
You have to get off those big spells. It's just not really an option, and it really sucks because you'd prefer to play with both, obviously, but there's just no room. Your team is now on the leg of no more mistakes can be made.
WD Sunstriking top to push the wave. Oh man, that's
Yo, you did what you gotta do.
Just like everything's trying everything I can. Gotta get back now though.
Juggernaut coming in for that push. As we talked about, excellent high ground siege. Brax also at the ready. There's gonna be an ice wall drop. Gush comes on through. WWD is now tracked up. This could really hurt how this engagement goes down, but he's Midasing creeps, adding to the cause of wave clearing. This tower already lost a third of its health, trending towards half. Also, this tower range indicator cracking me up. Tower below half health. TC just smacking away at it, shurikening off of the creep wave. It's such a jokey thing to do. We have a jump on in. There we go. Legion Commander already brought down. WWD pops his BKB, but the auto attacks will be too much. Haunt does nothing here. 2 of their cores brought down, bought out for nothing. We're going to be at least a racks down, and it's looking like more. The TP back is coming. Wards have been dropped on the tower, but Bloody 90 will be taken down by MSS, and probably his wards as well. He is dead in the top lane. They are taking the racks. They're trying to deal with somebody on the bottom lane. They're trying to deal with the Bloody Lion in the tree line. Maybe they'll even get this kill. He stuns up all 3 of the juices, but now there's the Ravage coming out from Brax, and oh my goodness, they'll lose juice. They'll lose everyone. Bloody 9 buys back to get the kill. Actually manages to blink outside of the Gush, but maybe limp back into their base. No such chance. Bounty Hunter says no escape for you. No buybacks available for the rest of the team, and GG's are cold. They tried to hold out as much as they could on gold, but it just wasn't enough.
Alright, well. Very odd. 17. Nobody giving us a chance, but they took that first game when no one thought they were going to, even after 5 minutes or so. So I'm pretty impressed. Shout out to all the, Frampo, Bloody 9 guys. Keep on rocking it. Keep on going there, Ms. Sniper Dad. Congratulations, of course. Notching another win onto their belts, cleaning up those PTA rounds, and now coming over to Epicenter and winning a couple games. So they will be moving